So what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, we got a lot of snow today. Well, it's actually been about a week, but got something going on my throat. Check it out. Yeah, there's like a lot of snow that we got. And so yeah, we are going to talk a little bit about today about the reveal for what's with the channel. It's right over here. And we're going to talk about the winner of the lift kit for the Bronco Sport. Stay tuned. So first off, I want to thank everybody that did participate in this giveaway. We had a huge amount of people sign up for this, and I appreciate every one of you guys for doing that. We do have the winner, Noah Harris, up in Alaska, actually won. His Bronco is actually being built right now. He's got a 2022 Bronco Sport Big Bend, and I'm looking forward to seeing that with the lift kit and everything. So we've reached out to him. We're going to be getting that lift kit shipped out this week to him. So that he can get that installed once he gets his Bronco Sport in. So congratulations on Noah winning. And make sure you guys stay tuned for more giveaways that we're going to be doing for the channel. We got a couple things. We're going to be going to the E3 Overland Rally next month in Texas. We did get signed up for that, and we're going to check that out, meet some cool people, and try out some of the trails and check out some more scenery. So, but without further ado, let's take a look at what we bought for the channel. And this is going to add on to the Bronco because we have a fifth wheel carrier. It's basically a hitch spare tire carrier that's going to be coming in for this, and we still have a couple more things that we need to do to the Bronco to get it ready. But for the most part, because they don't have a lot of options out there for these Broncos yet for recovery gear, because as you can see, we still have the rough country bar on the front. Looks good, it's operational for the lights and stuff, but it's not really functional for winch or anything. So that's kind of why we bought the Jeep here. So let's take a look. So here she is. It is a 2017 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. And this thing is basically fully loaded. This is going to be the wife's vehicle. We have been driving around it a lot. And she is going to be getting retrofitted with the crossbars on the top, and we're going to actually be mounting the rooftop tent to this one too, giving it the ability so we can take it off trails and have some fun with it. But this one here, the nice thing about it is they've already got stuff out here for these Jeeps, as in you can change these front bumpers to more aggressive bumpers, take out the hooks down at the bottom, and we can put a more aggressive bumper on here with a winch, which is I'm looking forward to. We are going to be mounting a hitch onto the back over there. Sorry. We're going to be mounting a hitch on the back so that we can add additional towing points and use this as for towing. But this basically is fully loaded. Has a V6, four-wheel drive, lockers. It is basically built for the trails. It is what this here would have been the Badlands, or the first edition. That's what this one would have been. So super excited. The wife loves it. So these are the two vehicles now we are going to be taking out on the trails, as you can see. So yeah. So this is the inside. Comes with the Uconnect. Doesn't have CarPlay. I'm kind of disappointed because of how new it is. I thought it'd come with CarPlay, but come to find out, it's actually got a 3G cellular module for internet that we cannot use because they are phasing out 3G and because of the age of it. The only way we really can upgrade that is put a different Uconnect. It's actually 8.4C Uconnect for the CarPlay. But yeah. Leather seats. What's really cool about these here, we got some storage down here. Throw some recovery gear. Other stuff down there. Let's take a look at the back seat. It is like super cold, so everything's like freezing, as you can see. And it's a little dirty because my sons have been driving it because Xander's, you didn't see it, but I got a photo of it. At first he got stuck, and as you guys can see on the TikTok, it was actually down there he got stuck. Okay, so check it out. We have the Bronco, which is like doing amazing, by the way, since we got the alignment done. And we got the Rhino USA strap having to pull out his little legs. So trying to tell Xander not to be taking this, take the Trailhawk and be safe. So we're gonna get him pulled out. So he didn't make it very far. So we got to push back, and until the snow stopped, because it was still snowing pretty good, we just let him borrow the Trailhawk to drive to work, because he was out in the country where he works, and we wanted him to be safe. So, but we did get him all drug out. Looks like he's leaking a little bit of antifreeze there. But we did get him all drug out. But he's going to clean up the Trailhawk because he's been driving it, and there's some stuff in it that we need to get out. And then, of course, my other son, Logan, his birthday's next month. He is actually going with us on the E3 Overland Rally, kind of for his birthday. So, yeah, the Jeep will not be going. It's just going to be the Bronco. Got some trails that we're going to hit up and try out. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, this thing's fully loaded. This thing is as loaded as what the Badlands is. And I can't say enough. Like, this thing definitely has the capability of doing more. We are going to put a little bit more all-terrain aggressive tire on it. Kind of match what we got here. But as you can see, we got like snow everywhere. It's like frozen solid. So, but these are the new KO2 tires that we got on here. Plus, if you haven't seen it, make sure you check up there on the description. We did get this lined up on alignment. All 4 wheels are pretty much squared away. And yeah, so I really do hope you guys like this video. I know it's not much, but I wanted to get some more information out with you guys because we got a lot going on. We got a lot of content that we're trying to get pushed out and get done. We have the wheel spacers next that we're going to be installing on this. So we got that. So we're going to be doing a review on some active cooling wheel spacers that we got from one of the companies, and we're going to kind of go over that. Get these put on. It's about 2 inches. It'll push it out a little bit. And then we're going to be looking at some fender flares for this as well too, to kind of make it a little more aggressive. Even though it does look pretty aggressive already, we're going to try to make it a little bit more aggressive. And then the wife's Jeep, she doesn't want us doing too much to it. So crossbars, bumper, make it our basic recovery vehicle to help get the Bronco out in the event that it ever does get stuck. But as you can see here, she does really good in the snow, so I'm hoping she does just as good as in the mud and everything, as long as we don't bottom her out and get her hung up on anything. I am looking forward to somebody finally bringing out hopefully a bigger lift kit for the Bronco Sport, because we will definitely look at changing that out. I've been working with Ben over at HRG, and he was talking about how they might be having a way to get some of the parts from a Ford Escape to fit on here that can be lifted up. So they are working on a whole bunch of different things in the background that we just don't know about, and I'm looking forward to working with them some more on this because I love this lift kit. It works good. I see a lot of bad people on there bad mouthing it, and you know, it's actually more, I think, just if you can't get it aligned because you take it to an alignment shop or you don't install it right or something happens, you know, that you just make sure you get it installed right. So like I said, take it to a professional if you guys aren't comfortable doing that kind of stuff. But we also are going to be talking about some other stuff with the Bronco as well, the aux beam install. I keep getting asked about that in the Bronco all the time, about the switch controller that we use next to our Midland radio. So we're going to actually kind of do a little review about that. It's from aux beam. It's a 6-gang one. We also installed the same one into our trailer, so we'll talk about that as well too. How it gives us one location to put all of our devices. So we have all of our lights on there. We got the light bar, the pod lights, the ditch lights, grill lights, all that stuff. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.